Hi guys, this is Fancy Stitches and welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be taking you guys through on how to cut this neckline bust here. Just the front line, just the front neckline, exactly the way it is. And if you're interested to learn how to cut this neckline, kindly keep on watching and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Turn on your notification bell to get more of my videos. Like, comment and share. So guys, let's get into it. So I placed my tape at the top of my pattern paper to mark from shoulder to her bust is 11 inches, under bust 15 inches, then her half length is 17 inches. So I'm going to draw a straight line across bust, under bust and waistline or her half length. So from my bust I'll come up by 2 inches and also draw a straight line. And this line will serve as her chest line. For her shoulder measurement divided by 2 will give me 8.5 inches. So I'll mark my 8.5 inches and I'm going to connect a straight line to the chest line like this. For the neckline width, I'll be going in by 3.5 inches. For the neckline width, 3.5 inches. For the neckline length is going to be 3.5 inches. Then for my shoulder slope, I'll be subtracting 1 inch from here, which means her armhole depth is 8 inches because I've already subtracted 1 inch. So here for her armhole depth, I'm going to divide what I have here by 2, which is 4 inches. Then I'll mark my 4 inches, the midpoint. Then I'm going to go in by half an inch. Then I'm going to her bust measurement divided by 2, her bust measurement divided by 4, which is 42 divided by 4 will give me 10.5 inches. So I'm going to mark her bust measurement, which is 10.5 inches. So here I'm going to connect these 3 points together. So this is it for her armhole curve. Then the next thing I'm going to do here is to divide what I have here by 2 and mark the midpoint, which is 2.5 inches. Is the midpoint for my shoulder slope. I'll mark it. Then her bust span measurement divided by 2 will give me 4.5 inches. I'll mark my 4.5 inches also at my chest line, also mark at my bust line, under bust line. and waistline. Then I'm going to draw a straight line. Then to mark our body measurement depth, I'm going to, at the waistline, I'm going to go in by, from my bustier side, I'm going in by half an inch, and from this other side, I'm going in by 1.5 inch. I'll also take the same measurement at my under bust, half an inch, then take 1.5 inch this side. Then coming to my bust, I'm going to come down by 1 inch. So I'm going to connect a straight line meeting those points like this. So this is it for the dart. Then coming up to my bust line again, I'm going to go up by half an inch. From my bust line, I'm going to go up by half an inch. Then from this point here, I'm going to connect it to the shoulder midpoint. To mark my shoulder dart, I'm going to take half inch from both sides. Then I'm going to connect it to my bust point. Also do the same at this point as well. At my bust here, I decided to give mine a little bit curve, and I don't want it to be straight anyway. I'm going to add this 1 inch that I took away from here. I'm going to add it to my chest line point, which is 1 inch. Then at the bust line, which is the bust circumference divided by 4, will give me 10.5 inches. Then after marking my point, I will replace the 1 inch that at the bust line as well. Then I went ahead to mark the under bust and waist measurements. Then I'm going to connect my lines together. So this is it for my bust here. So guys, after I'm done with the mapping out with the drafting of my basic body bustier and also taking my darts, the next thing I will do here is to open up my pattern paper and extend my chest line, bust line, under bust line, and my waistline. So I will do the same by marking out my points as to connect this line, extend this line. From my shoulder, I'm going to subtract 6 inches. And I'm going to draw a straight line. Also fold it back and cut out my pattern. So guys, after I'm done cutting out my pattern, and this is my off shoulder line, This line is my off shoulder line because I subtracted 6 inches to get this off shoulder line. Then this is my chest line, my bust line, under bust line, and my waistline. To get the one hand off shoulder neckline, what I will do here is at the shoulder line, at the neckline, which is here, I'm going to go in by 1 inch. Then from here I'm going to make a curve using my 1 inch to connect it to my off shoulder line. So from here I'm going to draw using my 1 inch like this. I'm going to draw it like this. After that, then I went ahead to cut out the neckline first before folding it back to cut out the bodies. Guys, this is it after cutting, and also I subtracted my dart from this shoulder, from this neckline. This is what I have, and I went ahead to arrange it for you guys to see. And the next thing here is to use my pattern paper to cut it out on my fabric. So guys, if you love this video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like, comment and share, and also subscribe to this channel. Thank you for watching.